Well, good morning, everybody. Reading through Ezekiel 34 to 36 today. This is one of those passages that it's easier to write about than talk about because there's just so much detail here. The question really is, what is a leader? What is a leader? In the body of Christ, what is the leader? Because leaders are lifted up quite often at the same time that they're called out, and the same time that they're told that there's greater accountability for them. But here we see the Lord talking about the shepherds that just blew it, that they weren't real shepherds. And he talked about the responsibility to heal the sick, to bandage up the wounded, to seek out the lost, to encourage those who are discouraged, and so on. So you can see it's a coming alongside, and it's looking at the needs of everybody. The thing is that those leaders are not leaders in themselves. They're leaders through Jesus Christ. They take the authority from Him, and they reflect His heart and what He considers to be important, what He considers the purpose to be, and that's why Jesus had turned around and He had taught that in the church, the leaders aren't those who would lord over, but they would be the greatest servants, because that's what they are. They're the servants. The king of Israel was supposed to be the servant of Israel. High priest was supposed to be the servant. The prophets were there really to they were there representing God, but they were there not for their own purpose, but for the purpose of the people. Maybe have we lost that? Yeah, pastors and evangelists and prophets and apostles and such, they aren't there for their own profit. They aren't there for themselves. They're there as servants. They're supposed to take on that servant role. And they do not come up with their own ideas. They take instruction from the Lord. He gives them direction. He tells them what's important, and they're supposed to reflect His heart. They're supposed to reflect His thinking. They're supposed to reflect His priorities. That's what it's about. And they're supposed to be patient and kind and loving and self-sacrificing. And this is why Paul talked about that the people are supposed to support these kind of leaders, these leaders who love them, these leaders who support them and encourage them and train them and help them, and whose purpose is to see them grow. But leaders who just want to serve themselves. Yeah, because that's the problem. Those aren't really leaders. They aren't. And, it's for the Lord to correct. You got to leave it at that. And if you're in a place where you just don't feel that you can support the leaders, you just feel that you can't support that because you don't see that they are serving, you know what? Then move on. That's all I can say, is move on. Some people see it as their place to stand and bring correction. You don't have the authority. There's authority there's every pastor has authority over them, and if they don't, then definitely run. Don't just walk away, run. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It's an important topic, and just read over the passage again. I understand the Lord's heart in these matters, and we walk with Him, not against Him, not for ourselves, for Him, and we're here to. Yeah, those of us who are leaders in the church are here to serve the people. That's what we're here for. God bless.